make that in play.
It's got to do a bit, and the Pakistani crowd are up and about with the first run. If they're celebrating singles like that, you just wait until the boundaries are hit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's electric out here, isn't it? With a massive crowd that's beginning to swell. You know, food vans out here, Pakistan flags, Nepal flags. It's brilliant.
Done a little bat tap, then they wanted a little fist pump, then they wanted a little jumper punch. This is very successful opening combination so far. Khan hadn't made a huge amount of runs before his good innings the other night. If they can settle in at the top, if they can get the Shaheens away, that will set them up for the night, knowing how much there is to play for. We saw the table before. Win and they're in. It's a simple equation for Pakistan Shaheens. Will it be the Centurion from Tuesday night who can get them across the line here? Well bowled from Yadav. He's hit his mark early.
Yeah, nicely bowled. I think it's certainly a different approach. You know, Yadav, he's not out quick. He's certainly skillful. He might be bowling high of 120s or something like that, maybe 130 here. And the other thing is with that, though, is that generally they're more accurate, but the ball doesn't fly off the bat. You know, that's an interesting element, especially with the dew and the batters trying to get away to a fast start.
Got to generate their own pace. That's in the air. It's not going to carry. Well bowled again. Just cramping Sadaqat for room. We saw as soon as he was giving any width or any length that he could pick up quickly, he was very good the other night. So this is probably perfect. Probably even just that pace being down a little bit probably helps.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes with batters, when the pace is up, you're almost in that fight or flight mode. You sort of react. Whereas here, you're really watching the ball hard, trying to generate your own pace. We see Sadaqat go down the wicket and try and belt that over mid-on, and obviously hit high on the stickers.
Very good start. Can he get out of the over as well? Yeah, that's just as important as the first 5 balls. Fly, glove and hip as well down to deep backward square. The Nepalese are up and about at the moment. They've got plenty of energy. And that'll be 1 to Sadaqat. Khan also on 1. The first over is done. No wicket for 2. A good one from Nadan Yadav taking the new Kookaburra. We said they've got plenty of options, and that's going to be the case throughout the course of the night. This is Dipendra Singh Ari. Already plenty of chat amongst the fielders.
Much longer.
Good start here from Ari. We just had some feedback from home that the anthem ceremonies have gone down well back home. Little 4-year-old Ethan man is at home with his little mouth trumpet doing the Pakistani and Nepalese anthems. So that's a good start for Multicultural Day. That's in the air. Now this should be taken. It's a chance, and it is! And the early wickets. The Nepalese crowd have gone absolutely bananas on the hill. Well bowled, and the pressure, the build-up of 7, 8, 9 dots, and we've seen the first wickets.
Sadaqat, what a wicket. That's massive. The Centurion from the other night out early, and I wonder if Nepal have done a little bit of analytics with the spinner coming on the second over. We see Ari bowl that into the wicket a bit faster, and look at that, it's grabbed, and what a great catch there. That's brilliant, and the crowd has gone crazy down here.
They have loved that, haven't they? That's well done. The skipper taking the catch as well. You're going to lead from the front. He's done that. We always say it should be caught, but it still takes some catching. But that's a big wicket, especially coming off the back of 100 and seeing the ball well. And he'll be disappointed, but all it does, of course, is bring in some more batters to the crease who have got plenty of good form behind them. Mohammad Faik is coming in at 3. Of course, Abdul Samad, who's listed at 3 and will probably come in at 4, also has a century in this competition.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got some serious batters, the Pakistan Shaheens, you know. So 2 centurions in there from this competition. But early wickets, as we said, massive, and the run rate obviously is going nowhere. So the pressure is on the Pakistan Shaheens.
This is a great start. You can have all the plans in the world, but if you don't execute them, it means nothing. This is meaning plenty to not just the Nepalese team, but their supporters as well. Oh, that's an edge. It's going to fly down. Cricket's not fair. We know that to be true. He picked up just inside the boundary. Khan, not the quickest. Not the quickest between wickets. And they just take the 2.
Certainly, and I think in this situation with the Pakistan Shaheens, we see this edge again. Last ball. You know, one way to alleviate the pressure is to run really hard between the wickets. You know, hit pockets hard, run 2s, run 3s, take those quick singles.
And gone! He's knocked him over! Fate's gone. He edges one, and next time he's gone. Well, well, well. The Nepalese supporters. I don't know what's more than going bananas, going apples and oranges on the hill.
It's incredible.
Have a look at this. This is genuine cricket-loving support. They are dancing the house down here at DXC Arena. It's 2 for 4 after 2 overs. Airy, unbelievable.
Wow, what a delivery. Look at that. What a delivery. Wow. It's just drifted in, really, hasn't it? And we said they probably didn't run that last one as hard as they should have. Should have been 3. It was only 2, and there's a wicket. It happens so often, and that is a huge moment in the game.
We talk about chirp out in the ground. That's always mentioned. You shouldn't be on strike, mate. You shouldn't be here. Your mate's going to burn you. And whether it gets in your head or not, it is spoken about so often. And you're right, it happens so often too. That is a huge over in the context, not just of this match, but of this competition. Nepal, who started with 3 losses and then have gone bang, bang against the Hurricanes and the Renegades. Can they do it against Pakistan Shaheen? It is Abdul Samad, who made a big 100 earlier in this competition. He's going to have his work cut out for him tonight. Straight down to deep third. Now it's incumbent on all the Nepalese fielders too to feed off the energy and the position that they've built for themselves here.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, it's funny, Yadav's first over, just they got the ball rolling, didn't it? Went for 2, pressure's on, and Nepal are obviously on here. They're switched on. The crowd is electric, you know, and they're just riding this wave. We see that ball again, beaten for pace, really. You know, a little bit of swing there still. So if there's another wicket here, though, that is huge, and that crowd will go crazy.
Sampal Kami is into the attack, and he's going to be following up the overs from Yadav and Airy as well. See it again, full and straight. Some good work out in the sweeping roll. That's really good fielding, and that is supporting your bowlers. We're going to need plenty of that over the course of the day. Kushal Mala out there at deep backward point. As an opening bowler, that is what you want, isn't it? You want your fielders working as hard as you are.
Yeah, absolutely, especially here. It's 20 overs, you know. It's an hour and a half, 90 minutes of hard work. And each run is just so important. You know, even stopping a 3 or a 2 or a boundary, whatever it is.
Seen that. Seen how important that is. It's like we're watching the same ball 3 times. This one's going to get a couple though, as it's gone a bit squarer. So the sweeper can't get around to it. Khan will get a couple. Does seem to run them a little bit harder when he's on strike.
Yeah, he does.
You'd have some teammates like that.
Yeah, it's funny. But you're right, it's the same ball, basically 3 in a row. I do think if the Pakistan Shaheens were none down or 1 down, you'd probably ramp or do something a little bit different, run down, hit him over mid-off. But being 2 for 8, obviously it changes. You know, that pressure's on you, whether you want to take a risk or not.
Khan needs to set himself here for the majority of the 20 overs as slip comes out for a bit more protection. Seen a lot of balls go through that square of point region. That one's a beautiful drive and gets through, and that's disappointing. Quite literally what we're talking about, being supported in the field. If that's a dot ball, then the pressure really builds. Now, it's 8 runs from 4 balls.
Yeah, you're right. And I think, someone like Khan, that's a good shot, but it should have gone straight to mid-off. We'll watch this again. Yes, marginally forward with the ball swinging. Should have been fielded. That's really disappointing because the over, instead of going for, 6 or 7, it will now maybe go for 12 or 13 or something, and it changes the ball game.
Khan does like making the overs go big if he can. And that's a wide. So all of a sudden, it's a no ball. That's even worse. And the reason I say it's worse, if you're just tuning in for the first time here to our top NT20 series, brought to you by NT Tourism, is that we do have the same rules as we do in international cricket, Big Bash cricket. There's a front foot no ball. There's a fairway over too by the look of it. That means this is a free hit, and the batters can't get out.
See, this is what I mean. That misfield, it's a domino effect. It goes for 4. So there's now 9 off the over. Let's say this goes for a boundary. It's a free hit. Bang, we're away.
Where's he going to put it? Straight. It's not going to matter. So some of the Nepalese crowd perhaps not as au fait with the rules as the players. They're jumping around. I'm liking their support.
I like their support, certainly. I just think maybe a refresher on the free hit rules wouldn't hurt, but...
Might need to just have a word to the ground announcer and just let them know that when it's a free hit. So at the moment, there we go. It's just been indicated by our friend down the front there.
I like that. Good leadership.
Change in field here, so you dare say this is going to have to be fuller because deep thirds come in and long on's gone out. It's in the air and it's just bobbled over the bowler who can't believe it come. He's just throwing his hands in the air. There is so much happening here at the minute. Great atmosphere, good cricket. Nepal on top as we see the free hit. And 10 from the over. So probably escaped out of that over a little bit better than we thought they could have.
Yeah, no doubt. I think 10 in the power play, anything around 10 or slightly
11,
over.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, we're okay with that. But it could have been a bit big over. And I think when the pressure's on and you're trying to live at Pakistan, something say 140,